Graduates, resident Sawyer, distinguished faculty, cherished family, friends, colleagues, and alumni, and honored guests. This is the day the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Good morning and welcome to Loyola University Maryland's 172nd Commencement Exercises. I I am Cheryl Moore Thomas, Provost and Senior Vice President. We are all so very excited to gather to celebrate our wonderful class of 2025. I'm delighted to welcome members of Loyola's Board of Trustees who are here with us today: Jerry Holthouse, Board Chair, and Robert Cawley, who will be receiving the President's Medal. We will begin with the invocation, which will be given by Dr. Milton Avia Bravo, Vice President for Mission and Identity. Following the invocation, I ask you to please remain standing as Elizabeth Rutledge of the class of 2025 leads us in the Star-Spangled Banner. Members of the Loyola University Maryland Reserve Officers Training Corps Color Guard will present the colors. Dr. Bravo.
In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Good and gracious God, thank you for bringing us together today as we gather to celebrate the class of 2025. We come with hearts of gratitude and a spirit of hope. Today marks an extraordinary moment for our graduating students and for all those in this arena who love and support them. Thank you for the gift of our presence to one another and the gift of being part of this community of belonging, this community of care. We are grateful for your invitation to seek and find you in all things, knowing that you are with us always. May we recognize that you guide and strengthen us in mind, body, and spirit for whatever this next chapter brings. Today, as we celebrate this class, loving God, we are reminded that you call us to be more and to do more and to live more fully with purpose, with conviction, and with love. May we seek opportunities to encounter you, the human community, and the earth, our common home, in a loving and inclusive way. Bless our students, our faculty, our staff, and administrators, and all who treasure Loyola University Maryland. As we cherish your love for us and embrace the journey that lies ahead, help us strive to do all things for your great glory. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's bright last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, and please be seated. We welcome to the stage a few special guests who are living out our Jesuit mission in their lives and work. I invite Dr. Beth Kochik, Associate Vice President for Graduate Academic Affairs, to introduce these honorees. Loyola University Maryland's President, Terrence M. Sawyer, will present the awards.
The Milch Award is given to an individual or group who has contributed to the betterment of the intellectual, cultural, social, or commercial life of Greater Baltimore. I am honored to introduce Pastor Antoine Payne and James Dascom to accept the Milch Award on behalf of Philemon Ministry. Based in Baltimore, Philemon Ministry is a mentoring community that supports men as they move from incarceration into stable living. Over the past 5 years, Philemon has partnered with Loyola, inspiring students and faculty who have shared their public relations knowledge and strategic guidance with the residential program. For serving more than 300 formerly incarcerated men as they successfully re-entered society, for reviving communities and rebuilding families, for demonstrating compassionate leadership while helping individuals lead productive, meaningful lives, and for restoring hope, Loyola University Maryland is proud to present Philemon Ministry with the Milch Award. The John Henry Newman Medal recognizes individuals for contributions to education that distinguishes them as exemplars of Loyola's Jesuit tradition. I am honored to welcome Kimberly Spiro to accept the Newman Medal. Through her unparalleled contributions to education and dedicated service on the Parents' Council, Kimberly Spiro is an exemplar of Loyola's Jesuit tradition and values. Inspired by her mother's vocation as a nurse, Ms. Spiro has supported the launch of Loyola's new nursing program through a generous and foundational gift to establish the Spiro Nursing Simulation Lab. For her transformational leadership and generosity, for her investment in advancing opportunities in education that will strengthen healthcare, and for living and acting intentionally with passion and purpose, Loyola University Maryland presents Kimberly Spiro with the John Henry Newman Medal. The Carroll Medal recognizes distinguished alumni for noteworthy and meritorious service on the university's behalf. I am honored to introduce Tracy D. Fry of the class of 2025 to accept the Carroll Medal. As Assistant Vice President for Institutional Effectiveness and Academic Assessment for Loyola, Tracy Fry guides the university through complex accreditation and approval processes to launch new academic programs, including the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. For her meticulous research and invaluable expertise, for serving as a tireless advocate for data-driven decision-making, for intentionally advancing initiatives that strengthen the university and benefit the community, for leading with clarity of purpose and a dedication to her alma mater. Loyola University Maryland presents Tracy Fry with the Carroll Medal. The President's Medal is given to cherished friends and benefactors who have performed some signal service for the university's advancement and prestige, or who have demonstrated loyalty in a notable manner. I am honored to introduce Robert T. Cawley of the class of 1982 to accept the President's Medal. Loyola and the Selinger School of Business and Management are immensely stronger thanks to Robert T. Cawley's leadership. His service, including on the Board of Trustees, has had an extraordinary impact, and he has generously opened doors so students can benefit from Catholic education. For enriching Baltimore through his support of schools and nonprofits, for his wisdom and his insight as a leader, and for the ways he has applied his business expertise and his love for his alma mater to strengthen Loyola for generations. Loyola University Maryland is proud to present Robert T. Cawley with the President's Medal. I am now honored to introduce, as a candidate for the Doctor of Humane Letters degree, Mackenzie Cohen of the class of 2018. Mackenzie Cohen has competed at the highest level as a professional swimmer, representing the United States in 4 Paralympic Games and winning 7 medals, 4 gold, and 3 silver for her country. Using the platform created by her extraordinary accomplishments to encourage and support others, Ms. Cohen has also passionately advocated for disability rights throughout her career. For brightening the lives of countless children undergoing medical treatment through her nonprofit, Kenzie Cares, for excelling as an Olympian and as an advocate for disability rights, and for relentlessly striving for excellence, the trustees of Loyola University Maryland are proud to honor Mackenzie Cohen.
Ms. Cohen, you do us a great honor by becoming a member of Loyola University Maryland's class of 2025. Your contributions as an athlete, as an advocate, and as a leader truly set you apart. You live out the Jesuit ideals we value and aspire to on an international stage. We are proud to count you as a graduate of Loyola who is making a transformational impact on the world. Ms. Cohen will now deliver the commencement address.
Thank you so much. Before I get started, let me just get set up here for a second. Let's see, I need my speech. I don't think this is my speech. What else I have in here? That's not my speech either. I hate it when I forget to take these out. You know what? I know you've got a lot of bling today, President Sawyer, but I'm gonna ask you to add just a little bit more. Do you mind holding these for me for about the next 12 minutes? Thank you. Now that that's settled, good morning. I'd like to thank President Sawyer, the Board of Trustees, Loyola's dedicated faculty and staff, my fellow honorees, and every member of the Loyola community for making this day, this celebration possible. And the graduates, the class of 2025, congratulations. I'd also like to welcome the family and friends we have in the crowd today. I've got my own family out there. Can we give them all a big round of applause? I'm truly honored to be here with you today. A few months ago, I got a call from my friend, President Sawyer, and at one point, his tone got a little serious and I got a little nervous. I wondered if maybe he discovered some unpaid Cold Spring Lane parking tickets, or quite possibly that my signature is under one of the bricks on the bridge. You didn't hear that from me. But instead, he says, Mackenzie, I'd like for you to deliver the commencement address on May 17th, and I wish I could tell you I was calm, cool, and collected, but I was overcome with a lot of emotion. And through the tears, I somehow mumbled, yes, absolutely, I'm speechless. Exactly what he wanted to hear, as he had just asked me to give an important speech. So I assured him, come May 17th, I would be up here neither sobbing nor speechless. So President Sawyer, we're off to a great start, but we got about 12 minutes to figure out if this was a good decision. Now, before I begin imparting wisdom, I'd like to share some specifics about this great graduating class. A quick disclaimer, though. I was a humanities major back in the day, and numbers scare me deeply. So if the numbers aren't mathing here, you may direct your complaints to Math in the Real World, AKA Loyola Math for humanities majors. With that, we have 872 undergraduate and 510 graduate students in this class. And according to my calculations, that's 1,382 Loyola degrees being awarded today. Making up this class, we have 117 varsity athletes, a group very special to my own heart. I have to give a shout out to the Loyola swimmers out there in the crowd today. Where are my H2 hounds? Congrats. We also have 4 outstanding ROTC cadets, honor scholars, student government leaders, and change makers, each of you ready to take your next steps. You've all brought something unique to this community and left a lasting mark, and I hope you recognize the magnitude of this great achievement today. Now, this class is also particularly special to me. I graduated from Loyola 7 years ago, and after graduation, I chose to remain close to Loyola to continue training for the Tokyo 2020 and Paris 2024 Games. And that decision came easily because I understood what I have built here was rare and special. A community who saw the best in me, believed in me, and pushed me towards greatness, a sentiment I hope our graduates share with me today. And in those extra years, I spent many hours training at the FAC. In fact, some of you probably saw me. I was the swimmer laying down on the side of the pool deck gasping for air as you guys relaxed in the sauna or the hot tub. That was me. I'm fine, don't worry. And in those years, I had a unique opportunity, one not many alumni are afforded. I watched as students began their journeys, grew with each passing semester, and became the kind of leaders ready to go out and make change. And this class was the last one I got to watch become Greyhounds as I go on to pursue a law degree this fall. And while I may not have personally crossed paths with every single one of you, I like to think we've been in this together. Because my time as a Greyhound didn't end at graduation. It wasn't just the 4 years I was a student or the years I trained here after. I'm a Greyhound to this day, and the lessons, values, and spirit of Loyola continue to carry me forward in everything I do. And I know this is something you'll come to find true as you graduate and move to your next chapter today. And standing here, I'm flooded with memories of my own Loyola graduation, and it feels like it was just yesterday, though in reality, it was so long ago that this arena was still called Royal Farms Arena, or more appropriately, ROFO Arena. Life comes at you fast. And during my graduation, I had plenty of time to reflect. I thought about how I got there and who I'd become as a Greyhound. But it wasn't just about my time as a student. It was about how I got there in the first place. I found that looking to the beginning, while at the end of a chapter reveals the journey as a culmination of moments, choices, and growth. I learned a lot from that retrospection, and I'd like to share some of that with you today. To understand what Loyola meant to me, I need to take you back to my beginning. At 19 days old, I was diagnosed with a rare condition called osteogenesis imperfecta, which in human terms means that I have brittle bones that often break for little to no reason. And upon receiving that news, my parents were told that I would never sit, crawl, stand, walk, even hold my head up, and that's if I survived infancy. And what's striking was the lack of hope and optimism that came with the diagnosis. But my parents chose to walk by faith instead of fear, refusing to let my future be defined by a diagnosis or someone else's dictations. They focused instead on what was possible and took action. They took me to my first physical therapy appointment at just 6 months old, and the PT offered them a piece of advice that has guided me. They said, you can put her in a bubble, shield her from the pain, or you can let her live and experience all the joy and challenges that'll come. And that day, my parents chose to let me live fully. experiencing all that life has to offer. I would begin aquatherapy at 4 years old, doctors believing the water was a safe place for me to strengthen my bones. And during aquatherapy, I would see the swim team over in the lap pool practicing. And before long, I convinced my parents to put me on the team. Swimming became much more than just a sport to me. It was how I built my confidence to pursue anything I put my mind to in life, proving to people who only saw me for my disability that I was more. Because in their eyes, I wasn't supposed to make it. I wasn't supposed to succeed or go on to swim for Team USA or attend Loyola, 600 miles away from my small hometown. So when I reflected on the day of my graduation, it hit me profoundly because I had built a life centered around having faith in the possibilities, persevering when things looked impossible, ignoring the sounds of others' doubts, and having faith in God to carry me through the challenges. One of my favorite Bible verses, the one I actually put on my Loyola graduation cap, is Matthew 17:20. If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move mountains. I took that to heart. Faith, as tiny as a mustard seed, got me here. So now I'd like to ask the graduates to take a moment and reflect. How did you get here? You persevered when things seemed impossible. You had people in your corner cheering you on, many of them in this arena, out in the crowd and in the seats among you. You had professors and mentors who pushed you to your fullest potential and got you to see the world through a different lens. If I can impart any wisdom from my own reflections, don't live in a bubble. Embrace all the joy and challenges that life will bring ahead, because that's what living fully is all about. And I'd like to share something with you that I've learned about challenges along the way. As someone who has lived with an unpredictable condition, I can tell you that challenges come out of nowhere and usually when you're least expecting it. But as long as you have the right mindset, even through the most difficult of circumstances, there is nothing that you cannot overcome or pursue and achieve in life. Nothing. Every single fracture, all 100 plus of them that I've experienced, are without question the best things that have ever happened for me. Throughout my life, I built a mindset that my fractures have never taken from me. Instead, they've given me something, my greatest strengths. I've stood on top of the world with a gold medal around my neck because my brittle bone condition taught me to have perseverance and grit. I swam at Loyola because my brittle bone condition taught me to have discipline and always strive for my best effort. And that's not to say that the journey has been easy, trust me. There's been many times and many challenges where I've wondered or doubted if I was going to get through them. And one instance in particular stands out. Less than a month before my sophomore year here at Loyola, I fell and broke my femur. I called Loyola head swim coach, my great friend Brian Loeffler, from the back of an ambulance. I was scared and in disbelief at what had just happened. Brian was the first face that I saw at the ER, reassuring me that we were going to get through it. And that reminder helped me to refocus on what I could control, my mindset and my perspective. I came back to campus just in time for classes, about 2 weeks post-femur surgery, and I got back in the water. And less than a year later, I won 3 gold medals in Rio. And though not one bit of it was easy, it showed me that I was capable of overcoming any circumstance with my mindset. Each and every one of you will face something on the road ahead. There will be times when your path seems difficult to navigate. And while the realities of our world or your circumstances may not always be in your control, I can tell you with certainty that you have your greatest tools fully at your disposal, your mindset and your perspective. As I've learned, the challenges ahead may very well be the best things that ever happen for you. not to you. No diagnosis or person or circumstance has the power to overcome your mind. The path ahead is yours to shape, and it's driven by your determination, your courage, and your perspective. And while strength begins within your mindset and perspective, it's sustained by the community around you. One of the most important lessons I've learned time and time again is that no one reaches their potential alone. I've had the honor to win those 7 medals across 4 Paralympic Games. And one thing I always think about while I'm up on the podium is not what I did to get there. Rather, I think about what my community did for me. My family, who travels the globe to watch me compete, sometimes for races that last less than 30 seconds. My coaches, who have sacrificed time with their own families to push me through workouts 6 days a week. And my professors, who worked hard to ensure I could stay on track academically while continuing to swim. Without my community, I would not be here today. And community matters deeply at Loyola. It's friendship, shared values, and a collective drive to make a difference. Your community is rooted in those who lift your spirits, believe in your abilities even when you don't, and remind you that you're never alone. I can tell you from experience, 7 years on, that your community here will stay with you, because no distance or time can diminish your Loyola family. You will come to realize in time, as I had, that there's a little Loyola sprinkled everywhere you go. It's in how you show up for others. Lead with courage to do what's right and care about the problems in our world, even if they're not affecting you. You also learned in your time at Loyola that the meaning of community went far beyond the evergreen campus bubble. As St. Ignatius put it best, love is shown more in deeds than in words. And as this community gave to you, you reached out and gave to others. Because service isn't just a box to check, it's a way of life. Through CCSJ, the York Road Initiative, and everyday choices, you showed that real change comes when you step beyond yourself and care for others. This world needs you to lead with those values now more than ever: empathy, collaboration, and service. I can tell you from my experiences that I found true fulfillment not in the medals or achievements, but in the service of others, in the communities I've been fortunate enough to visit. And the people have shared incredible stories of overcoming, and in the opportunity to give to those who have given me so much. You're all going to achieve great things, I have no doubt. Loyola has prepared you for that. But always remember that true joy comes when you live beyond yourself. Show up for others. Give generously. Do what's right, even when it's hard. And always lead with compassion. So, class of 2025, as you go on to your next chapter today, I sincerely hope you'll carry a few things with you. Your challenges may very well be the best things that ever happened for you. Faith, even the size of a mustard seed, is enough to begin. And community isn't just where you are, it's how you show up for one another. I will now leave you with this. Light the match, trust your spark, because the world has been waiting for your flame. Go forth and set the world on fire. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cohen. Your words have given us much to consider, and we are grateful for you becoming an esteemed member of our community once again. Once again. All right. Are you ready? Are you ready? We now come to the moment you have all been waiting for. We will present the candidates for degrees. Dr. Frank Gollum, Dean of Loyola College, Dr. Afra Hersey, Dean of the School of Education, and Ms. Mary Ann Scully, Dean of the Selinger School of Business and Management, will attest to the worthiness of the candidates to receive their baccalaureate and master's degrees. We'll begin with Dean Gollum.
Let's do this. As Dean of Loyola College, I have the privilege of presenting the candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Engineering. I also have the privilege of presenting the candidates for doctoral degrees, master's degrees, and advanced certificates in Loyola College of Arts and Sciences.
All right. As Dean of the School of Education, I have the privilege of presenting the candidates for the degree of the Bachelor's of Arts, the Master's degree, and advanced certificates in the School of Education.
And to continue along a theme, as the Dean of the Joseph A. Selinger School of Business and Management, I have the privilege of presenting the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Bachelor of Business Administration, and Master's degrees in the Selinger School.
Dr. Beth Kochik will now introduce our doctoral candidates. We respectfully ask that you hold your applause until all names have been read. Dr. Kochik.
I have the privilege of certifying that the candidates for the Doctor of Psychology in Clinical Psychology have completed the requirements for this degree. These individuals have achieved the highest degree of proficiency in their discipline, and today they will receive the doctoral hoods that signify their intellectual attainments and their entry into the Academy of Scholars. I will call each doctoral candidate's name and the name of the faculty member who will bestow the doctoral hood. After the candidates are congratulated by their dean, we will invite these newest members of the academic community to join the faculty on stage. Shania Danielle Bailey will be hooded by Dr. Heather Lyons. Cassandra Mondesir will also be hooded by Dr. Heather Lyons. Ray A. Underberg will also be hooded by Dr. Lyons. Catherine J. Berger will be hooded by Dr. Gina Magyar Russell. Allison Kerwin Machetti will be hooded by Dr. Teresa DiDonato. Madeline Fisher will also be hooded by Dr. DiDonato. Angelique Noel DeCac will be hooded by Dr. Mary Jo Coro. Austin Mitchell Martinez will also be hooded by Dr. Coro. Julie Ann Grammatico will be hooded by Dr. Jeffrey Lading. Hannah Wexler will also be hooded by Dr. Lading. Joseph Guidi will be hooded by Dr. Rachel Grover. Genevieve Keenan will also be hooded by Dr. Rachel Grover. Ryan Nicole Siegel will also be hooded by Dr. Grover. David Coulter will be hooded by Dr. Matthew Kirkhart. Ryan Karzar will be hooded by Dr. Sharon Green Hennessy. Francis Olson Parent will be hooded by Dr. Mariana Carlucci. Heather Marie Principino will be hooded by Dr. Emily Quickle. And Jasmine Razor will be hooded by Dr. Jen Lowry. Please congratulate our doctoral recipients.
We will present the students for baccalaureate degrees, starting with those in the arts and sciences, followed by education and then in the business disciplines. We'll then present master's and certificate awardees.
Loyola College, Bachelors of Arts.
Isabella Abuspe. James Paul Adams. Carolyn Albert. Sawyer Allen. Sophia Anderson. Kendall Joyce Archer. Natalie Arthur. Alessandra Maria Arvello. Emma Avaliz. Leo Aid. Jack Barker. Matthew Bauman. Kelly Rachel Laksamana Bayona. Bethany Bessling. Morgan Donna Binkus. Benjamin Bison. Jace A. Blehar. Casey Bogue. Alex Christian Bobosea. Lindsay Kylie Bonavita. Brett Bonner. Leah Batone. Claire Marie Bowser. Chase Christian Boyle. Natalie Claire Brandt. Maxwell Reed Branham. Ethan Cole Broccolina. Kiera Amelia Brooks. Catherine Brown. Milan Imani Christina Brown. Sophia Natalie Bucani. Carly Buckaloo. Brendan O'Brien Burke. Emily Grace Burns. Mara Christina Call. Ana Carballo. David Murray Sirkvenik. Jacqueline Lourdes Chicas Rodriguez. Andrew Gordon Ciafalo. Haley Ray Shashesky. Molly Elizabeth Clement. Cherie Amor Henri Clemens. Emily Nicole Cocovizzo. Isabella Coleman. Michaela Bell Chambers. Brian James Collins. Chloe Connor. Caitlin Constantino. Zoe M. Conway. Ahmet Divey Cooper. Alexander Corazzini. Connor Crow. Ava Cecile Cuccia. Callie Grace Curley. Erin Marie D'Alessandro. Mia Catherine D'Antonio. Andrew DeBorgia. Robert John DeVico III. Jasmine Tatiana Diaz Martinez. Stella Josephine Helen DeChico. Anj Danae Acosta Dixon. Irina Catherine DeCunto. Giselle Kaylin Doherty. Cameron Bay Donaldson. Mary Donnelly. Lauren Donovan. Lauren Grace Dordovich. Valerie Downing. Matthew Sean Francis Dugan. John Ebert. Mitchell Engel. Frank Michael Farrell. Adarin Sola Mariam Fatungase. S. Elizabeth Felter. Mac Farone. Ribka Yana Sfisa Haye. Catherine Elliott Marie Fleming. Gabriel Armando Flores. Brady Scott Ford. Autumn Lynn Fortunato. Christina Ann Franciosa. Sophie Catherine Friel. Elise Danielle Fritsch. Ariana Garcia. Bianca Simone Gerald. Hannah Golson. Jacqueline Rose Geis. Sarah M. Gilmore. Grace Catherine Gola. Lindsay A. Goldsby. Maria del Carmen López González. Samantha Gonzalez. Layla Goodwin. Daniel Raymond Gornick. Madeline Gracel. Silas Green. Sofia Elise Gutierrez. Emma Catherine Handley. Dylan Harding. Janae Haskins. Julia Hellenkamp. Grace Marie Hemphill. Catherine Marie Henley. Caroline Hessel. Josephina Won-Jing Hicks. Abigail Adrienne Hill. Maeve Hill. Stephanie Hills. Madeline Rose Holmes. Marley Holt Williams. Conrad Gerard Horkos. Joseph Houlihan. Alexandra House. Abigail Hulslander. Riley L. Hilton. Kaylee Ann Iglesias. Sarah M. Jaffe. Imani Cheryl James. Ava Grace Jensen. Franz Cesara del Rosario Jimenez. Tiana Lachey Johnson. Kyrese Jones. Samantha Michelle Jones. Alana Johnson. Lamaya Joy. Hannah Rose Kelly. Sariana Suzanne Kilker. Elizabeth Marie Kosick. Catherine Kutsin. Christopher Kuzemka. Soweli Laboy Zapata. Emma Grace Lally. Kevin Langford. Max Lau. Malcolm Kiza. Julia La Sala. Georgia Latch. Laura Latham. Sophia Lone Falas. Emma Grace Lorion. Owen Lawton. Sydney Renee Leathers. Gabriella Hope Legates. William LeGilly. Catherine Grace Liu. Lily Lieberman. Riley Zeta Lockwood. Grace Leanne Lozer. Lorelei Lochran. Wyatt Lyons. Kylie Madalena. Ava Mahoney. Jacqueline Marie Malhero. Alexandra Catherine Mallon. Julia Renee Marks. Olivia Jean Martell. Maeve Martineau. Annabelle Martin Yanusa. Samantha DiMartino. Isabella T. Martocchia. Lauren Beth Massino. Isabella Masso. Rylan Banzuelo Mata. Carissa Grace Matral. Courtney Michelle McAfee. Matthew Patrick McCarney. Grace Marie McCarty. Jalen Macaulay Thomas. Nathan McConerty. Catherine Elizabeth McCormick. Riley Marie McDermott. Erin Ann McDowell. Molly Elizabeth McFerrin. Molly Cheryl McHugh. Sarah McCoy. Ian Mead. Olivia Meganley. Odell Mehari. Julian Rene Mena. Thomas Menzie. Renato Mercado Bueno. Joseph Mesa. Anna Miller. Riley Brianne Miller. Kelly Ann Merarkey. Mateo Mood. Lauren Moreno. Gretchen Amanda Morris. Chase Walker Marone. Gianna Mossetti. Frances Margaret Moser. Maximiliano Mosqueda. Enrique Muchacho. Sarah Mullen. Michael Mulvey. Abigail Elizabeth Nash. Brandon Nefferdorf. Tarin Obua. Mary Catherine O'Callahan. Julia Francine O'Grady. John T. O'Hara. Nosa Omoreg B. Alexis Oni. Emma Meyer O'Reilly. Liam O'Shea. Elizabeth Kate Ottenritter. Olivia Rose Pare. Alessia Giovanna Petroni. Antonella Donata Porcelli. Samantha Elise Puglisi. Kimberly Elizabeth Purcell. Jedrick John Puskevich. Mary Genevieve Quinn. Kiana Ramos. Mackenzie Hope Regan. James Rigo. Elizabeth Marion Reynolds. Remington Reynolds. Desiree Therese Richardson. Alexandra Wright. Elizabeth Louise Reinhardt. Annabella Ritter Pleites. Quinn Ann Robbins. Hannah Elizabeth Roach. Leonardo Rodriguez. Charlie Rombach. Connor B. Rombach. Samantha Grace Rooney. Abby Royal. Elizabeth Marie Rutledge. Evelyn Rose Ryan. Elizabeth Sampson. Giovanni St. Michael Samuels. Catherine Grace Sanford. Ava Grace Sansone. David J. Santamaria. Jamil Manuel Hernandez Santos. Madison Page Scally. Marco Vincenzo Schipani. Audrey Grace Schlamp. Mia Quinn Scallo. Victoria Scott. Hallie Grace Scully. Anna Bradian Seal. Anne Plummer von Segern. Casey Secunda. Morgan Elizabeth Sessa. Mark Shapiro. Aiden Shaughnessy. Joseph Shea. Brianna Christina Silva. Coy Simone Sims. Chloe Hannah Smith. Corrigan Mary Smith. Michael Smith. Riley Smith. Caroline Olivia Smuts. Jaylene Sophia Sordo Saud. Crystal Sowa. Vanessa Malie Sperania. Lauren Spence. Trevor Ryan Sponogle. Bryn Stang. Julia Charlotte Steele. D'Angelo Steins. Henry Stopford. Bianca Storto. Jonathan Patrick Stromberg. Jacob Sullivan. Gabrielle Alexis Tavares. Jacob D. Taylor. Kaylin Taylor. Zoe Kathleen Tembo. Faith Tesoriero. Alexa Terrian. Ethan H. Terrio. Matthew S. Thomas. Elizabeth Grace Thompson. Kathleen Thompson. Angela Tierney. Gabriela Alejandra Grace Trainer. Mesmure Dawit Sige. Caitlin Turner. Javier Valencia Romero. Alexander Edwin Valencia Ulloa. Denise Michelle Valladares. Cecilia Valle. Kayla Vandevelt. Callista Eve Van Sickle. Eiley Elizabeth Vaughn. Quinn Evans Vaughn. Aaron C. Vermette. L.A. Vittler. Isabel Francesca Volpe. Caleb J. Wallace. Felicity Ann Weevil. Eleanor Penrose Webb. Sarah Madeline Webb. Sophia Grace Webdell. Erin Welch. Olivia Grace Welch. Ellie Weichert. Madeline Mary Williams. Carmen Wilson. Fletcher Wilson. John Andrews Wolper. Alexis Wood. Emma Woodyat. McKenna Yoder. Olivia Yapchik. Ethan James York. Logan Seiger. Andrei Zivkovich. Catherine Aliyah Zaranchev. Elizabeth R. Zwali.
And now the degrees for Loyola College Bachelor of Science.
Nabiha Mehreen Abbas. Grace Allison Ackley. Joshua Adams. Ji-Young Catherine Ann. Lydia Assiston. Grace Bankole. Kamaljit Basura. Julia Basket. Mary Catherine Beatty. Amanda Catherine Belmont. Michael T. Berger. Jessica Bodowis. Jenna Barowie. Sophia Grace Boudreau. Danielle Burke. Caitlin Mary Callahan. Emily Catanzariti. Shannon Rose Colucci. Catherine Ann Convery. Analia Christina Cortez. Finley Costello. Amber Kayla Rose Delgado. Grace Denblaker. Jaskaran Diol. Nicolas DiMaggio. Michelle Dominguez Cabrera. Kylie Doyle. Marcus W. Dudley. Conrad J. Dijak. Alyssa Nicole Eddy. Zachary Eisenman. Veronica Ford. Jack P. Formato. Michael Bradley Foster Jr. Ella Rourke Friedel. Elizabeth Marie Gallagher. Brianna Gibson. Willem Giebel. Louisa Marie Glass. Molly Ann Gamolyak. Hannah Emmerling Graham. Chase Robert Green. William Patrick Grimmer Jr. Emily Elizabeth Grobe. Louis Guarnera. Delaney Lee Hatch. Anya Isabel Hayes. Harry Hearn. Emma Sophia Heiser. Tatiana Hicks. Hayden Pio Tansionko Hokate. Hannah Mariah Hodges. Timothy Hunt. Joshua Hurst. Sarah Catherine Jackson. Ian Che Jacobs. Maria Cristina Jimenez Beiruti. Amaya Janae Jones. Angelina Marie Carl. Skylar Catchgo. Addison Kemmerer. Jessica Corman. Bennett Lalonde. Michelle Elizabeth Langowski. Leah Jacqueline Magnani. Amber M. Malinowski. Joshua Mansett. Kenneth Noah Mansfield. Lauren Manwiller. Maria Grazia Marichik. Banique Amen Mbombo Mbaya. Caroline Mary McCarthy. Rose Celeste McDermott. Megan Elizabeth McDonnell. Edward J. McGillicuddy. Quentin McIntosh Giles. Lauren Alyssa Melick. Judith Nayeli Menjivar Morales. Ariana Mera Pagan. Krista Evelyn Merzus. Grace Lynn Millis. Victor Mompoint. Aja Brunel Morrison. Hillary Nugent. Lorena Isabel Nieves Aguayo. Claire Rose Noon. Salome J. Encerico.
Jose Manuel Ojea Pita.
Ayoboni Adewunmi Odukoya. Tomalola Juliana Oladipo. Ayoposi Olu Bamisaye. Andrew W. Oddie. Taylor Pickering. Christopher Matthew Plowman. Cameron Pottles. Elizabeth Catherine Polly. Lauren Cummings Quinn. Deba Ramazan. Jonathan I. Ramos Romero. Robert J. Ridley III. Samantha Rose Rizzo. Melody Faith Basilio Rosario. Anthony Rubinetti. Maeve Janice Ryan. Emma Sabino. Zachary Sabins. Isabella Lorraine Shuttle. Angel Scott. Catherine Brown von Segern. Isha Shin. Maria Andreina Cisco Corzo. Isabel Slim. Delaney Summers. Tyler William Stewart. Bradley Stinnett. Jalen Taylor. Genevieve Elikem Torcorno. Courtney Elizabeth Trutt. Patrick James Turek. Eduardo Ugarte. Almudena Vasquez Serra. Michaela Virgin. August Joseph Vito. Callie Walker. Christian Walsh. Sophie H. Werner. Caitlin Elizabeth Whitcop. Alexandra Tata Willie. Alyssa C. Williams. Destiny Williams. Domenico Albano. Amelia Victoria Vera Arabe. Patrick Cavalli. Matthew T. Corcoran. Sandra Sara Eid. Peter Graham. John Francis Gray. Lucas Kirby. Alexander Ater Kranoff. Neve Elizabeth Lane. Spencer Miles Alexander Lane. Colin Roger Lipinski. Jacob P. Ludian. Kira Ann McCormick. Jefferson Rice Jr. Ximena Rodriguez. Madison M. Roll. Paul McKee Rouge. Christopher Mark Sabins. Ben Sala. William I. Sears. Simeon Nathaniel Sobers III. Samuel Chepe. Charlie Ray Tullio. Brady Westerberg. Ms. Ghana Fetwi Yosef.
And now the degrees for the School of Education, Bachelor of Arts.
Catherine Joan Burris. Willia Burton Orr. Vilnius Chakars. Abigail Comparetto. Bailey DeSmit. Kira Grace Doherty. Madison Lee Donovan. Kayla Elizabeth Haug. Fiona Hickey. Lindy Meredith Hill. Jacqueline Lewis. Tiernan Bruce Manuel. Hannah Elizabeth McCardle. Grace Eileen O'Brien. Kelsey E. O'Hara. Taylor Richardson. Morgan Olivia Rico. Grace Olivia Sands. Molly Schindler. Caitlin Marie Snoddy.
And now the degrees for Selinger, Bachelor of Science.
Brennan Ames. Raquel Benson. Ryan Christian Boland. Quinn Brennan. Grace Kathleen Bridges. Michael J. Callahan. Jose Pablo Carrillo Ochoa. Michael Joseph Servals. John William Shajewski. James Santo Concepcion. Tyler Conklin. Caitlin Marine Dates. Ashley Cheyenne DeBarros. Bryce Malio Dugan. Brendan Patrick Dunleavy. Arvin Elangovan. Cole Bradley Erickson. Charles Fagbohun. Hunter Farinhas. Aiden Thomas Felter. Joel Charles Fenstermacher. Daniel Fisher. Rachel Foster. Carolina Isabel Suarez Garay. Kieran J. Gill. Daniel Golubs. Michael G. Gazdan. Matthew Gray. Jacob Connor Harris. Abigail Louise Holthouse. Sierra Kelly. Thomas J. Kelly. Erica Nicole Kennedy. Maxime Gabriel Kurgel. William Kuntz. Russell Koo. Chahat Kumari. Filiberto Lopez. Jordy M. Luchis. Garrett Lutzo. Matthew James Maforo. Joseph William Martins. Ryan McGorry. Michael John McMahon. Byron Membrano. Justin Patrick Matze. Henry Thomas Mueller. Sean Mullen. Richard Daniel Nichols. Taylor Ann O'Brien. Brendan Thomas O'Neill. Nicholas Persiasepe. Brock Pivick. Luke Plesanoga. Alec Daniel Rahman. Ian Ramnarain. Muhammad Halaj Rana. Gilberto Andrés Rivera Gordillo. Vasily Sakpazis. Nicholas D. Shanimanico. Bridget Shanley. Emma Loring Shields. Gabrielle Hannes Stapleton. Walter J. Sullivan III. Andrew David Sunderhaft. Luca G. Tolino. Thomas Savellis. Colin Walsh. Nathanael Bru-Wegener. Andreas Yanuris. Tyler Zajitsky. Joseph Zellner. Robert Zimmerman.
And now the degrees for business administration.
Evan Allender. Gabriel Alvarez Campbell. Madison Bridget Amico. Matthew Ryan Anderson. Ariana L. Andrews. Gregory Andriano. Stephen St. Angel. Edward Bador. Michael Anthony Battaglia. Karen Ruby Avalar. Jordan Ballet Ademo. Jason Berzon. Erica Beagle. J. Kim Bilewu. Mackenzie Blair. Lily Blank. Braden Hope Bowen. Patrick Michael Boyle. Liliana Maureen Braid. Anna Margaret Bream. Sophie Brenner. Amy Elizabeth Bromley. Margaret Keating Broomfield. David Alexander Brown III. Michael B. Brown. Jason Michael Buller. Brian P. Bustede. Larissa Campos Mira. Sean R. Casey. George P. Cavo. Kevin James Chambers. Zachary Matthew Chapman. Astrid Nina Chase. Olarunda Chinda. Casey Jury Cho. Allison Kate Cerencione. Adam Clendenin. Gianni Dominic Colodi. Caitlin Ann Collins. Emily Kolyar. Christopher Conti Jr. Christopher Coyle. Mary Catherine Anya Coyle. William J. Crabtree III. Ian J. Cullen. Ryan Daly. Jaden Marie D'Angelo. Hayden Patrick Dangle. Cassidy Deanna. Joseph Saleh Darwish. Michael Dominic DeTillo. Aiden James Day. Amy DePasquale. Thomas Jeffrey Deutsch. Grace Toby Dittmer. Matthew E. Dixon. John Joseph Donahue, Jr. Kira Dorian. Ryan Dugan. Maya Dudakin. Archie Dyke. Christian Reed Ziedzik. Rhett Eaton. Isaiah Edwards. Emma Elizabeth Isley Rodriguez. Andrew J. Ernst. Christina Grace Fallon. Andrew David Farnham. Jackson E. Felt. John Richard Frasina. Oliver Roddy Fuentes. Leticia Afua Fianco. Nicole Gutierrez. Maya Olivia Gaines. Elizabeth Grace Gallagher. Amy Garibay Quintana. Ethan Geddes. Samuel Gibbs. David Gomberg. Jonah Goodman. Griffin Richard Grooms. Adam Guerrero. Nick Hagar. Ryan Hamill. Joseph Z. Hartung. Isabella Mary Harvey. Hannah Honesty. James G. Hayden. Brian Thomas Hickman, Jr. Milos Ilic. Veljko Ilic. Deidre Jackson. Dylan Francis Jock. Tomas Kearns. Liam Kelly. Nicole Kennedy. Riley Kennel. Garrett Kessler. Hannah Shaw Kleinbeck. Owen M. Koss. Jacoby Lacey. John Anselmo Lauritsen. Talia Caroline Lair. Lauren Lichtow. Maeve Lother. Brian Mackey. James Larmony Malone. Richard T. Mandaro. Aiden Christopher Manfredonia. Valent Alexander Martinez Cruz. Jackson P. Martin. Jake Mayer. Owen McDonough. Connor McGarrity. Delaney McGill. Emily McGovern. Allie Nicole McNamara. Nicholas Anthony Pagano Meandro. Diana Rocio Medina. Kara Ann Meenan. Benjamin Mills. Riley Kathleen Mitchell. Sean Malloy. Aulani Morales Molina. Rhiannon Carey Morris. Gabrielle Mudrick. Luke Muller. Damilare Mumune. Daniel Christopher Mundy. Sharina Moradova. Benjamin William Murphy. Claire Margaret Murphy. Brian Nichols. Liam Oates. Terrence Obua. Lily Osborne. Natalie Packer. Connor Pajuelo. Yam Pam. Emily Rose Parks. Zachary M. Piero. Jack Austin Pearsall. Mariana Pinzon Tobatia. Alexander Plavukos. Olivia Naomi Quaranta. Jorge Quintana Juch. Elizabeth Nicole Raimondi. Sophia Lynn Randall. James Anthony Redmore. Isaiah Reed. Nicole Reyes. Madeline Elise Ricard. Alexander James Ridgell. Duncan Riegler. Stephen Rio. Carter Reese. Diego Juan Roman. Jackson Roman. Lillian Shuley Roman. Zachary Roth. Gustavo Alfredo Rotundo Atencio. Zachary Andrew Russell. Jacob C. Sabins. Neil Patrick Sancharico. Lila Alexandra Schutzman. Laura Salmeron Segu. Benjamin Grant Sellers. Henry Sharon. Grace Cynthia Shartle. Remington Ann Shaw. Michael Benjamin Shutt. Perry Alexander Shutt. Joseph Eugene Sigmund. Sebastian Silguero. Nicole Sim. Evan James Skurat. Dax Smestad. Sean Southwell. Elizabeth Spolita. Grace Catherine Stafford. Avery Stimmel. Vanessa Stolsteiner. Christian J.K. Strader. Mia Elizabeth Strand. Maxwell Joseph Strader. Jacob Strazza. Sean Timothy Sullivan. Jake Sweeney. Meli Tenezaka. Era Sui Chin Tiao. Melanie Torales. Aiden C. Towie. John Cooper Adams Trossett. Helen Sagaye. Brian Turner. Jessica Tyler. Angelo Antonio Sayasin Velasco. Amy Vu. Reese Judith Welling. Cooper Wost. Oliver W. Woodward. Ryan Zanger. Anthony Zucchero.
I now have the honor of announcing the 2025 Wayland medalists, the undergraduate students with the highest average in all courses. This year, 8 students tied for the highest GPA.
Ashley Dwyer. Caroline Therese Coons. Carol Jean Laux. Isabella Noel Best. Riley Hamilton. Patrick Gerard Hayburn. George Patrick Lynch III.
And now for the degrees in Master of Arts in Emerging Media.
Sarah Emily Binder.
Thank you.
Patrick Evan Collins. Michaela Sanaa Cropper. Eileen Simonson Hebler. Mylis de Jesus. Jade A. Patterson. Brendan Patrick Sweeney. Matthew R. Voigt.
And now for the degrees of the Master of Science in Clinical Psychology.
Catherine R. Carpenter. Julia M. Friedman. Mayosha Lewis. Josefina Muñoz Nogales. Gabrielle Aaron Nucci Serafin. Brayla Durrell Pierce. Allison M. Ramel. Megan Colette Abate. Anaya Malika Adams. Fatima Ahmad.
Well, these are CPC students. It's okay.
Samantha Mae Basic. Leah Bradley. Tori Michelle Kane. Julia Angelina Callow. Lila Carroll. Jack Connors. Natalie Francis Cummins. Erin Marie Dodson. Kelsey Hedy Ko. Anna Ladouceur. Susan L. LaMonica. Kayla Paige Lipson. Michaela Marzjanek. Abigail Miller. Neha Paparetti. Lacey Kathleen Radford. Nithya Ramesh. Jonathan D. Rasmussen. Andres Ivan Rivas. Dylan James Weinstock. Jack Yeager.
And now for the degrees in Master of Science in Data Science.
Eleanor J. Haas. Charles Eugene Heflin, Jr. Jeffrey J. Ashley Clean. Janelle Napper. Lauren M. Patrick. Elizabeth Anna Salemi. Chloe Corinne Sass. Katricia Isabel Camus Viterbo. Vijay Vinud William Thomas.
And now for the degrees in Master of Science in Forensic Pattern Analysis.
Annabella Grace Bear. Anaya Dew Miller. Hallie Edmonds. Kelly King. Marissa Lee Lesko. Nadia A. Rolls. Quincy B. Simmons. Bree Anna Snyder. Anya Rose Alden. Naomi Azevedo Flores. Skylar Haram Cho. Laura Lynn Camolo. Damaris Crump. Alexia Cruz. Julia Elise Hanley. Amanda Lillian Jackson. Savannah Corinne Larkin. Mia Alexandra Morgan. Sophia Catherine Peters. Renee L. Prince. Monica Genesis Rivas. Samantha Marie Schultz. Megan Stapp. Josephine Verhamen. Jade Vincenti. Emily N. Weichert.
And now the degrees for Master of Theological Studies.
Robert Scherer.
And now the degrees for Masters in Curriculum and Instruction for Social Justice.
Mallory E. Dunker. Joshua Emmanuel Forney. Melissa Gavin. Leticia Patino Flores. Afrikia Tanja Robertson. Jada Marie Williams.
Upside down, sorry.
And now the degrees for Master of Arts in Teaching.
Melissa A. Cruz Noriega. Amanda Darby. Chloe Jane Doherty. Ada Mara Markovitz. Marlene Pierre-Mate. Louis Auguste Poirot. Zoe Nicole Jewel Thomas. Brittany Simone Atkins. Natalie Figueroa. Hannah Fowler. Julia Magdalena Henson. Esther M. Santos. Emily Parker Tucker. Rajon Ward. Laura A. Ward Moran. Jennifer Marie Zampier. Kristen Dawn.
And now the degrees for Master of Education in Literacy.
Vivian Cruz Martinez. Kiana Claire DeBay. Anna Amelia Dom. Tawanda L. Eason Evans. Paula Jurkovic. Ione Hope Morgan. Shamika Jackson. Jennifer Catherine Maloney. Arlene Grace Ayala Noesca. Geneva Pittman. Renee Pizarro. Sarah Rainier. Jessica Shelton. Adam Joseph Sokolsky. Yvette Santiago Verachiteven. Anne Christina Williams. Mary Lynn Aldridge.
And now the degrees for Master of Education in Montessori Education. Mary Lynn Aldridge.
Govinda Budro. Sinam Degerli. Star E. Krensky. Monica Navarro. Olivia Dela Cruz Rolamas. Brianne Parlier.
And now the degrees for Master of Education in School Counseling.
Mackenzie Beard. Nicole Martina Boyce. Jade Budowski Todd. Daria Nicole Burton. Morgan Beth Dowd. Kendra L. Foster. Allison Harold. Jenna Hudson. Aisha Michelle LaFavers. Christiana Lee Lyons. Alana Rivas. Anna Elizabeth Ostendorf. Nariza Rivera Abraham. Kayla Marie Seibel. Riley Spicer. Haley Elizabeth Thorpe. Andrew Tiffey. Caitlin Elizabeth Wolfarth. Kayla Ramona Johnson.
Accounting. It is still.
And now the degrees for Master of Accounting.
Stephen Allen Burkhart. Callie Renee Carlson. Caitlin Kelly Dempsey. Surafel Hailu. Maya Casa. Christopher Francis Krulock. Victoria Marie Kwartnick. Matthew Van Ingen. Abigail Catherine Zone.
And now the degrees for Master of Business Administration.
Samuel Akindamola Akinlotan. Chelsea Aaron Bailey. Joseph Banner. Mbonge Whitney Bassa. Sarah Bond. Christy A. Boss. Joseph M. Carroll. Lisette Castro. Gregory Stephen Cavaluzzo. Tanjanika Lachelle Chen. Aaron Boyd Dean. Ezra Alexander Douglas. Mohammad El Maita. Jennifer Rose Ferg. Crystal Fordyce. Matthew Brian Frock. Christy Marie Fye. Jeffrey W. Gavin. Meredith Ann Good. Matthew Gross. Kelly Erin Gustafson. Caitlin Elizabeth Hamrick. Tracy Harvey. Robert K. Idlet II. Piyush Jain. Yi Ping Lin. Margaret Muihaki Ninganga. Jonathan Pelletiero. Rebecca May Pigeon. Brian E. Quackenbush. Irene Nabalamba Sengendo. Daniel O'Neill Shand. Patricia Lynn Sheridan. Colleen Nicole Stanley. Katrina Lynn Strumsky. Danielle Sean Watson Brown. Paul Tagan. Emily Ann Totura. Jeffrey Michael Youthy. Selena Araceli Villanueva. James Joseph Warzinski. Craig Elliott Winters.
And now the degrees for Master of Business Administration, Emerging Leaders Program.
Abdul Mohsin Abdul Rahman Al Zawahir. Braden Marcus Evans. Cameron Jason Harris. Mia Raymond. Jacob Eric Trella. Tracy D. Fry.
New bachelor's degree graduates, will you please do me a favor and take a moment to move your tassel from the right to the left? Congratulations! Congratulations! President Sawyer will now deliver the ceremonial degree conferral for members of the class of 2025. The degrees are actually conferred when the university has confirmed that each student has completed all the requirements for graduation.
By virtue of the authority vested by the General Assembly of the State of Maryland and the Board of Trustees of Loyola University Maryland, and by them delegated to me, I accept the candidates presented by the deans for the degrees in course, as well as the candidates presented for the degrees honoris causa, and do hereby admit them to said degrees with all rights and privileges pertaining thereto.
Lieutenant Colonel Damian Tafe McMenemy, Professor of Military Science and Department Chair, will present the Loyola cadets who will receive commissions to the United States Army later this month.
All right, good afternoon. Yeah, go Army, be Navy. Since its inaugural Reserve Officers Training Corps class commissioned in 1955, Loyola's Greyhound Battalion has been committed to developing leaders of character who selflessly serve within the military to defend our nation's freedoms. I am pleased to announce that in the coming weeks, 4 Loyola students, along with 9 of their peers from Towson University, will be commissioned as second lieutenants in the United States Army. Will the ROTC cadets graduating today please stand up? Lockwood, Stopford, Sponigal, Tesserero, so that we, a grateful Loyola community, can applaud you for your service to your country. All right, I'll see you at your commissioning ceremony next week. Cool?
At this time, I am pleased to invite Nosa Omoegbe, who graduates today. She graduates today with a bachelor's degree in sociology, and you, ma'am, will address our graduates.
The first time I heard the phrase cura personalis, I was sitting in the bleachers of Reitz Arena for the welcoming assembly for first years. I remember thinking to myself, what in the world does that mean? The phrase was defined as a Jesuit value that emphasizes the care and development of the whole person. I nodded my head, fully aware that I still did not grasp the concept, and moved on with the rest of my day. What I didn't know was that Loyola was prepared to ensure that I lived out that value and that I would be leaving this university fully developed to take on the world outside this campus. I started off my first year with tears. Throughout the entire anxiety-filled 1-hour drive to Loyola, I told myself I wouldn't cry when my family left, but we all knew that was a lie. I had red eyes the first time I asked a student on campus for directions to Boulder. My dad, who was so used to taking care of his directionally challenged little girl, was desperate to find a way to drive me there from the front of Hopkins Court. But the very sweet girl who gave me directions convinced him it was easier for me to walk to Boulder instead. I hugged my dad one last time and took my first step of independence. I'm sure we can all relate to that moment where we finally said goodbye to our parents and faced a brand new reality. That moment was the first lesson that Loyola taught us: courage. It took courage to leave our homes and decide that we were going to pursue higher education. It took courage to reach out to strangers on Zeme and ask them to be our roommates. It took courage to keep pushing every time we got a bad grade on an assignment. And it took courage to brave a new campus and risk getting lost in the humanities building. But every uncomfortable and challenging situation we faced pushed us to grow. When I came into Loyola, I knew that I had a deep care for people and that I wanted to do meaningful work in the community. During the end of my freshman year, I took the bold step of applying to the Center for Community Service and Justice, or CCSJ. Being an intern at CCSJ has changed my life for the better. I found aspiration and purpose in myself as an advocate for social justice and change. I have been given the incredible opportunity to rediscover the world in the context of community and the understanding that our society is comprised of so many diverse people with equally diverse and important stories. I have lobbied for legislative change in the office of my representatives, organized a youth justice forum, and attended so many rallies. Whether we came to Loyola for an undergraduate or graduate degree, we all entered with passions and dreams of who we wanted to be. Some of us have discovered a version of ourselves that we didn't even know existed through our courses, our relationships, and the various groups we found here to call home. On this very day, in this very moment, you are living in the day you dreamed of when you began your Loyola journey. You are living in the day you will forever look back on with pride and say, I did this, and no one could ever take this from me. Because the lessons you received here are not just written on paper, but they are ingrained in your heart. They are the lessons of friendship, stored in every memory you've shared with the people around you. The lessons of persistence, learned through every test you've taken, every essay you've written, and every failure you faced. They're the lessons of ambition, evident in every step you've taken on the grounds of this campus as you conquered new experiences and constantly challenged yourself to do more. We are a mosaic of the people we have encountered and the memories we have made these past few years of our lives. From now on, when people look at us, they are viewing the imprint of the core values and lessons Loyola has instilled in us. I came into Loyola in my first year not having a clue what cura personalis meant, but I stand here today as an embodiment of that very value. I have been cultivated into a person with a heart that beats in care for the world around her, a mind that has been equipped with an incomparable education, and a body that is ever driven to go out and set the world on fire. My charge to you today, classmates, is to pick up your torches, light the flame, and join me out there as we ignite the path towards our greater tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nosa. We celebrate each of you today. We celebrate your hard work, your diligence, and your achievement. Each of you knows, however, that few accomplishments are gained through individual effort alone. Parents, partners, children, family, and friends all have played a role in making this day and this moment possible. Graduates of the class of 2025, please rise and applaud those who helped you arrive here today. It is now my great pleasure to invite President Terrence Sawyer to deliver closing remarks. President Sawyer.
So it's me between your 2:30 table at backyard, so I promise to wrap this up quickly. I know what's going on with you people. Don't worry, I've been paying attention. First, let me congratulate our speaker, Mackenzie Cohen, for the inspiring message. And wasn't Nosa fantastic in her remarks? Come on. I also want to take a very quick moment to thank all those here at Loyola that had accompanied our students during their time here. We're so blessed to have talented faculty, staff, and administrators that really believe in our students, care for our students, and accompany them on their journey. So to all of you, those behind me, and all throughout the crowd that has been here, I just want to say thank you. A quick round of applause for your faculty and everyone else. All right. Now, to the class of 2025. This time of year is understandably filled with many different emotions, a sense of excitement, joy, hopefully a big sense of accomplishment for what you've just completed, accompanied by, understandably, some nerves and maybe even some anxiety. It's completely normal at a very significant change in your life to be asking, am I going to be okay? I mean, the reality, at least for the undergrads, is most of your lives you have been students. And so you're going out into the world, and graduating and leaving Loyola is, in fact, a big change. So I think it's completely understandable that you might be asking whether you're really ready for the future. So here's what I can tell you. You're ready. You are ready. I'm not going to say it. All right, I'm going to say it. You're Loyola ready. I want you to trust in your education. Trust in the knowledge that you have been well taught. Your faculty are extraordinary. Put simply, trust in the fact that you went to Loyola and that being a Loyola graduate positions you so well for all that lies ahead. Now, I don't know if any of you are like me and a big basketball fan, but earlier this spring during March Madness, a University of Maryland basketball player by the name of Derek Queen hit a game-winning shot for the Terps. And after the game, a reporter asked him, "Why are you able to be so clutch under pressure?" Remember what he said? He answered without hesitation. He said, "It's because I'm from Baltimore, that's why." Now, I am reminded every Sunday during football season that we have people from all over the country. Those Eagles jerseys are a little much. All over, good for you, all over the country, all over the world, but you have spent some time here in Baltimore. It's rubbed off on you whether you know it or not, and that does give you an advantage. But being from Loyola, now that's next level. So when you leave to write your next chapter, you just need to know the world is going to challenge you. We heard about that today. You're going to face obstacles and mountains and headwinds along the way, but you will overcome them one by one. You will open doors, you will scale walls, you will change people's hearts and their minds. You'll find solutions to problems that at first glance seem unsolvable. You'll make things better in big ways and in small. And as you do it, I want you to remember where you're from. When people ask you why you can accomplish so much in such creative and courageous ways, so early in your career, I hope you'll say, without hesitation, "I went to Loyola, that's why." You've benefited from mentors who have supported you in the classroom or just in the casual interactions that I see all the time around our beautiful campus at Evergreen. These people recognized your talents and your skills. They helped you thrive, and they've cheered you on every step of the way. Why are you so confident? Because you went to Loyola, that's why. You recognize that your role in the world isn't just about individual success, but how you can contribute to the greater good. That's success versus significance. You see that we each have a role to play in accompanying the marginalized, standing in solidarity with others, and caring for all of God's creation. Whether that means you helped a student at York Road Community Day or became a pen pal to an elementary school student in the city, you aspired to lead with love and to work for justice. Why is it that you are so determined to make a difference in the world? Because you went to Loyola, that's why. You learned how to think critically, how to communicate clearly, how to engage in productive conversations, even with people that you don't agree with, particularly with people that you don't agree with. The Jesuits teach us to assume the goodwill of the other, and while this is not always easy, we know it is what is called to do, and as graduates of a Jesuit university is what you are called to be. Why are you able to connect with others so easily, to seek out common ground? Because you went to Loyola, that's why. Now, the facts are that you are graduating into a chaotic world where new problems and conflicts seem to arise almost every day. But look at you now. Look at all you have achieved to be here right now, today. I invite you to join me in being unapologetically and steadfastly optimistic. We get that optimism from you. Now remember, the future is not yet written. You have received an education that has a 500-year-long staying power. That is Jesuit education, and it prepares you for today as it has prepared generations of graduates during the most tumultuous times in our nation's history, in our world's history. So trust in that. Resist the urge to despair because you have so much going for you. Seek out the light and seek to be the light. At this time in history, we cannot afford you to have you on the sidelines. We need you in the game. We need you to be a voice of reason, a voice of compassion, a voice of truth. Be a person who believes in a bright future, and then go out and make it happen. Now, why do you have the confidence to do this? Why do you have the determination and the passion and the know-how? Why are you ready for whatever you're going to encounter tomorrow? Because you went to Loyola, that's why. I am so proud of you. We are all so proud of you. I can't wait to see what happens next. Congratulations, class of 2025. God bless, and go Hounds.
Thank you so much, President Sawyer. Our benediction will be given by Eileen Hebler, who earned a Master of Arts in Emerging Media today. Please rise.
Good and gracious God, today we celebrate the gifts and talents of the class of 2025. May these gifts be used to spread your good news and reflect your image and likeness. We are grateful for our many blessings, and I'm reminded of these sacred words often shared by one of our Jesuits at Loyola, Father Tim Brown of the Society of Jesus. Go forth in peace. Have courage. Hold on to what is good. Return no one evil for evil. Strengthen the faint-hearted. Support the weak. Help the suffering. Honor all men and women, and rejoice in the power of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Please be seated. Thank you so much, Ms. Hebler. Graduates, as we prepare to conclude the commencement ceremony, please remain seated until the stage party has exited the arena. There are only a couple of things left to say. The first, congratulations to all members of the class of 2025. Thank you for the way that you have made Loyola better. Thank you so much, cherished family, friends, guests, alumni. Thank you for attending today's ceremony. Members of the class of 2025, go forth and set the world on fire!